A Bastrop homeowner doesn't know where her bed is. She can't find her microwave, and she couldn't even tell you where her clothes ended up. Her entire house was stolen, hooked up, and hauled off without her knowledge. Worried she wasn't getting help from the sheriff's office, her family contacted the KVUE Defenders. Tonight, we have answers for the woman just trying to find her way back home. One humble home at the center of one colossal cluster. Who owns the mobile home?
I do.
Well, I bought the mobile home.
That's right. This 3-bedroom home appears to have 2 owners. The ultimate house divided.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Let's start with this owner. Olin Toledo Torres bought the house new and moved it to her 5-acre plot in Bastrop County. How many years was it here?
It was, I bought it in 2015.
She's a truck driver, gone for weeks at a time. When she recently returned from a job, her house was full of strangers.
See, I have problems with squatters.
So Toledo Torres went through the courts to get them kicked out. But just days before the eviction was supposed to happen, they took your home.
Yep.
And sold it.
Yep. That they did. Who would have thought in a million thousand years that they would have taken the house?
And left behind a big mess. Trash everywhere, the skirting thrown aside.
They cut off all the electrical. All the boxes are gone.
So they were running a gun and they were in a
yeah, they were just ready. I mean, they took what they could and ran with it, you know?
So when you see this empty foundation here, what are you thinking?
Just wondering where the house is, you know?
The Bastrop County Sheriff's Office knows it's investigating the crime, but Toledo Torres says it isn't sharing many details. The sheriff denied our request for an interview, so the defenders did our own investigating. Knocking on doors, asking questions. We tracked down the company hired to move the home, which led us here. Looks like we may have found our mobile home. Less than 7 miles away on Jorge Roman's family property. Remember him? He's buyer number 2. Were you aware that there is another owner of this mobile home?
No, sir. I didn't know that.
He says he had no idea the mobile home he bought for $6 grand wasn't for sale until I told him. How do you fix that?
I really don't know.
Roman says he bought the home from a couple who didn't have the title. He can't remember the guy's name. And what did he say his connection was to?
He said that his mom was his mom's place, and then he was going to move to Odessa and work over there.
The woman signed this bogus bill of sale, Nicole Michelle Hankey, a big clue the sheriff's investigator had not seen because Jorge says he was never contacted. Hi, Horatio? Horatio Roman is Jorge's uncle and the middleman in the illegal deal. He says a friend connected him and his nephew with the sellers. You didn't know that it had been stolen, basically?
No, I don't know.
And he says investigators had not reached out to him either. At a recent court hearing, a judge quickly ordered Toledo Torres' home be returned to her. We brought Jorge along and introduced him to the detective on the case. We also made another introduction. Jorge, this is Olin.
Hi.
Hi.
Olin's the owner of the mobile home. And arranged for Toledo Torres to see her home for the first time since it was stolen.
Oh my God.
It's a bittersweet homecoming. Her furniture and belongings are gone. This stuff is not hers.
No.
And the place is trashed.
Everything is just destroyed. Totally.
Broken door jambs and holes in writing all over the walls.
That makes me want to cry. This is my first home.
In this twisted Texas tale, it appears, at least for now, there are no winners.
Well, she's getting her house back, and I don't know what I'm going to do to find my money, you know?
I want the house back, but I have to move it back. That's a lot of money just to rebuild what was destroyed. Toledo Torres says it will cost thousands of dollars to move her home back and make repairs. It is money she says she doesn't have. As odd as this crime sounds, the Bastrop County Sheriff's Office has worked at least a couple similar cases before. As far as this case, the investigator tells me he has 2 suspects and believes arrests are coming soon. If you have something you want the KVUE Defenders to investigate, send an email to defenders@kvue.com or give us a call at 512-533-2231.
What an incredible story.
I hope a twisted tale for sure.
I hope things can be resolved for everyone involved.
Yeah, if they do make an arrest or if they make charges and then somebody is convicted, they could get restitution, but that's down the road and it's still uncertain.
All right, well, keep us updated.
All right, we'll do.